Hola a todos. Espero que ustedes estén bien. Les tengo que hacer una pregunta sencilla. ¿Cómo se dice time en español? As you can see, there are three ways that we can express time in Spanish. Hora, tiempo, and vez. These three expressions are not interchangeable. Therefore, there are rules that govern their usage. So, what are these rules? Well, we'll start with hora. So, hora is used to talk about time on the clock. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? No, no llevo un reloj, pero supongo que son las 7:14 de la mañana. That's my assumption, right? Yes. So what time is it? We use hora. We also use hora if we are talking about it is time. If you're talking about the need to do something or is a specific time to do something. So we say es hora de estudiar. So it's time to study. We will not use the other forms for that purpose. We use hora there. So es hora de cocinar. It's time to cook, right? So those are the two ways in which we use hora when we're talking about time. ¿Qué hora es? Or es hora de whatever. Secondly, we have tiempo, and it is worth noting that tiempo can also be used to talk about the weather, but of course we're talking about time. Tiempo is used to talk about the amount of time, time as a concept, and time periods. Okay, ¿cuánto tiempo nos queda? How much time do we have left? So that's talking about time, the amount of time. So to answer that, nos quedan 10 minutos. We have 10 minutes left. Okay? So anytime we're talking about the amount of time, we use tiempo. I could also say, no tengo tiempo para eso. I do not have time for that. Okay? That time represents a quantity, and it also can be seen as a concept when I say no tengo tiempo para eso. Likewise, el tiempo es el recurso más importante del mundo. Time is the world's most important resource. So in this example here, time represents a concept, right? El tiempo es el recurso. You can't say la hora. No. El tiempo, time, as a concept. Thirdly, we can use tiempo to talk about time periods, right? And these are going to be general, right? Durante esos tiempos, el costo de la vida era muy elevado. During those times, the cost of living was very high. So tiempos, in this case, would be time periods, right? Whether we're talking about decades, whether we're talking about the 80s, 70s, whatever. Times. So those are time periods, times that these are specific times that we are not specific, but we're referring to as time periods. Yeah, we're referring to time periods. So we use tiempo with that. We use tiempos for that when we're talking about time periods. Durante esos tiempos. So in this case, tiempo would basically be a synonym of época, right? Era, time period, right? So those are three ways in which we utilize tiempo. We use tiempo to talk about time as a concept, the amount of time, and to reference time periods, okay? I also forgot to mention that we use tiempo to talk about deadlines. Vamos a llegar a tiempo. We are going to arrive on time, okay? So a tiempo, that represents a deadline because it means that we have to reach a certain place by a specific time. So if we want to express that, we can say a tiempo, which is on time. Vamos a llegar a tiempo, right? Hemos llegado a tiempo. We have arrived on time, okay? Yes. And finally, we have this. This is used to talk about a specific moment, point in time, or occasion. So these are the other translations that this can have. So think of time as an occasion, a specific point in time, or a moment, right? Yo he visitado España 3 veces. I have visited Spain 3 times. So veces obviously would be the plural form of this. Veces represent occasions, right? So these are specific moments in time. I could have visited Spain in 2010. I could have visited Spain in 2011, and each year that I visited Spain, represents a specific occasion, right? Esta vez hará sol. This time it will be sunny. Once again, this is talking about a specific point in time or an occasion. We can't say este tiempo, or we can't say he visitado España 3 horas, 3 tiempos, no. Right? No tendría ningún sentido. Right? Exactly. So these are the 3 words that we use to express time in Spanish. Hora, tiempo, and vez. Hora is used to make reference to time on the clock. What time is it? It is time to do something. Tiempo, which can also be used to talk about weather, is used to talk about time as a concept, the amount of time, deadlines, and general time periods. Okay? This is used to talk about a moment, an occasion, or a specific point in time. Eso es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias por ver este video como siempre. Espero que hayan entendido las diferencias. Nos vemos.